Rekieta had scheduled Tuesday was to be the day of judgment. Rekieta must either plead guilty to the charges or plead innocent. And it was looking like all indicators suggested he was going to plead guilty. He went into Melton's chat, I'm not kidding, 20 minutes before his hearing was due to begin.
Are you
to
kidding
send
me?
this? And he was up on Twitter with me until 4 a.m, arguing with me on Twitter. And I was kept arguing with him on Twitter. I'm like, man, I really hope I make him late for court. I really hope he sleeps. And I'm like, how long can we keep him going? How long can we keep him seething? So anyway, 20 minutes before he goes into court, he sends this in to Melton. He goes, thanks for all the well wishes and the support. Today I have to go do something that is anathema to me because it is the right thing to do, and I have 2 boys to teach how to be men. You've always been a neutral voice, and that's all I ever asked for. Neutral voice, my ass. He's like an in-the-pocket Rekieta shill.
Yeah, he's literally
because he hates Aaron Imholte. He's literally, like, hates Aaron with all of his life energy. So that's why he's on Team Rekieta 100%. So Melton finally admits that he might be in trouble. And just watch the reaction of his co-hosts.
I thought we were wrong, though. It was kayfabe, though, wasn't it? Isn't it all fake? No. That's why we didn't even buy into it, by the way. We didn't even, humor him on that statement. Okay, let's watch this. He's with what are these podcast guy and
no-name bums.
Walmart version of Worski. All right, here we go.
I'm not saying I'm not going to have to go downtown. I'm not going to say I'm not going to have to answer questions. I'm not.
They're immediately like, but wait, I thought you said you weren't going to have to go downtown and answer questions from the police. I thought you said you weren't going to have to be subpoenaed.
Look at this guy's face. He's like, who are these podcasts? I don't know. You're on it. You tell me.
I'm not saying no one's knocking at my door. I'm not saying no one's looking at my phones or subpoenaing my records. I'm saying
wait a minute.
Wait.
Go ahead. Can you just let it go play for one more time?
Not going to prison.
Okay, Melton, none of us have said necessarily that you're going to prison. What we argued on this show is exactly what you just admitted, that your DMs are going to be subpoenaed, your devices are going to be searched, you're going to be asked questions. Now, you may actually go to prison because I believe there might be CSAM on your devices based on the way you talk about Aaron's kids and you argue for ethical CP that's AI generated and all this stuff. So I think you might go to prison for that. You might also go to prison for being involved in this conspiracy and witness intimidation or whatever. But we haven't even really argued that. We've just argued you're probably in trouble and your shit's going to get subpoenaed. And even now you realize that that's the case and admit it. You admit it. So you argued this shit. You tried to be defiant and indignant. The casino doesn't know. Pixar, there's no...
I was kidding.
You admitted to doing all this shit in your Discord server. And then again, we're going to play a clip where he admits it. He still has access to Aaron's Google account.
Okay. What?
He did. He admitted that again yesterday.
Wouldn't he change his... No, Aaron changed his passwords. He must have. Like, is there like a... what? Okay.
Go. It's so insane.
Wow, look at the confidence in Buddy there, right?
Insane. And they're all like jerking about it. I don't...
I've never seen more nervous Nellies in my life.
They're nervous, bro.
I'm just telling you.
Stressed.
Like, it's not like that. It's not going to be like that. Look, I'm not saying I'm in no trouble. I'm a bad boy. I'm not saying...
wait. I was like, okay, so we were right.
I do bad things.
I don't think anyone here cares if Nick goes to prison.
By the way, that's like an admission of guilt. And that's the thing. They all throw Rekieta under the bus. So, Rekieta, you thought these were your friends.
When was this?
This was like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Real smart getting Felton here involved in it.
It doesn't matter.
Right. No, and
Nick seems to think he's not. Nick said, I'm almost certainly not going to prison. But again,
are you trusting that? You're just trusting Rekieta to tell you, Don't worry, bro.
When Nick says something, it's almost certainly the opposite.
Bet on the opposite.
Right?
Like 90% of the time, go with the opposite. But keyword there, probably.
Probably.
Which means there's a chance you are, bro.
Is that an Aaron spin? He's got a plea deal, you think?
Yeah, he's gonna have a plea deal. He talked about it on this show.
Yeah, he said it's not that great, but
It's not that the plea deal's not that great. Oh man, the thing is, the plea deal that he's got doesn't include these potential additional crimes.
Exactly.
Which might just send his ass directly to prison.
Exactly.
we're working on it during when he called into this show.
Right.
So it sounds like he's going to get a plea deal. Who knows?
Anything with no prison, I imagine he'll be on testing or monitoring.
2 years probation with testing. He can't drink, can't do drugs, all that kind of stuff. Maybe some welfare checks, whatever. It'll be fine.
Hey, the lawyer, the team of crack team of lawyers.
Listen to what you just said. Listen to what you guys just said and just think it through.
Yeah.
2 years of extensive drug and alcohol testing and monitoring and random visits. You really think he's going to be able to stay clean that long?
Yeah.
There'll be no problem. It'll be totally fine. No, if he agrees to that, he's very certainly going to violate his probation and actually go to jail.
Being like they know what's going to happen.
Oh, I know. They don't know anything.
No. You guys last week were like, it's fine. It's fine.
Totally fine. It's just a work, bro.
You know,
apparently it's WWE defense doesn't seem to really work in the real world.
Yeah, that's the
we
new
were just pretending
to
commit crimes. Yeah, it was in Minecraft.
That's the new in Minecraft.
Maybe they throw
it was
the
in
entire
WWE.
essentially happening. So the cops need to say, okay, this is
Yeah,
big
but
enough.
Melton said they might have passwords and credit cards in a zip.
Oh, so you it up even worse.
You it up so bad. Credit card numbers in a zip file. Like, well, but their cope is, well, but we didn't use them yet. But do you not understand how just stating you have a guy's credit card details is witness intimidation?
Did you notice how he
not
used
get
his
that?
name in third person? Did you notice that? He used his name in third person.
Buddy, you're not The Rock, Felton.
He's like,
you're not.
Did you notice that Melton said this? Yeah.
Zip file.
Sure.
Sure.
Can you prove that they've used that? Like maybe change your passwords and change your PIN numbers and get new credit cards, and then that's all moved on. You need to convince the cops to take your case. Once they do, they need to spend a lot of time to investigate it. And this is a small town, like a small town small town cops. Like they're not.
Well, you're challenging them now to come get us.
Yeah,
come get us, pigs.
Whoa. Why would you
insane,
say these things?
How insane are these people? Like, they really believe that they can just openly confess to crimes and then just straight up challenge the police to enforce it.
They will.
And the police will never enforce it because, as they say, they're small town podunk losers. Like, doesn't it give them more incentive when you challenge them and say it's impossible for them to do it because they're just small town yokels who don't have the time or wherewithal to enforce this? I think they might take that as a challenge, Felton. Maybe you should just shut your mouth about this shit and try and move on and do your show. And hope to God they just look at your phone, don't find CSAM, go, okay, well, are you going to cooperate and snitch on Rekieta? Yes, officer. Snitch on Rekieta, send his ass to prison, and then move on. But instead, you challenge them and insult them like this. It's not very smart, bro. It's not very smart.
But you hear that, Stearns County pigs? Come get me.
Yeah. And someone in chat said, yeah, there's no, like, even if he shut up now, it's too late. The damage is done.
I think
Okay.
Look, I think he did, but to convince the cops to look into it and then for them to investigate it enough to come out with a conviction, that's
I've said this, like,
they're not even really gonna have to investigate it that much. All they really have to do is subpoena Twitter for the DMs. Look at the DMs, see that you guys conspired against Aaron and committed witness, and then press charges.
Yeah.
That's seriously all they have to do. They're acting as though this is some arduous, insane task for them to subpoena. They just literally did it 2 weeks ago for Ralph. And it's like, oh, they'll never do anything. Well, Ralph said the same thing. So you need to start living in reality. The law enforcement there is pissed. The judges are pissed. This is a huge circus clown show that they don't want staining the reputation of their community, and they're gonna enforce this shit. They'll never do anything. They're just stupid pigs. Well, insulting law enforcement's probably the quickest way to make them do something.
You're all just going to be silly. No one's going to jail. No. Like, look, Nick might go to jail, but that might be for other reasons. Who knows?
Yeah.
What? Hey, Nick,
nobody's going to jail. Hey, but Nick is going to go to jail. They laugh. They laugh as they say he's going to go to jail.
Yeah.
Holy, man. Dude. Some friends you got there, Rackets.
Wait, he hangs out with Kumia? Carl's like hangs out with Dick Masterson.
Oh,
it's like God. He picks all the wrong guys.
It's the pedophile cabal.
You know what I mean? Okay. Like, all right.
I have experience with this just from the Dabbleverse. Stuttering John has gone to the police multiple times. He went to the
fucking Dabbleverse
police for Chad Zumock. He claimed he called the RPD because I was making fun of his kids. He went to the FBI 3 different times because of these Kate Meany phone calls that she recorded.
Who?
And he talks about it. He's just like, yeah, they don't want to do anything with it. Right. They have bigger things they're working on, or they just don't care.
But the thing is, Carl, in this situation, it's already tied to a case that's ongoing. It's not like a random internet thing that has it connects to 5 cases. 6, actually. That's
7.
7. That's why it matters.
Evidence that like a bike or a bike was stolen from your property and you've got camera footage of it. You're like, okay, what? I proved that this is happening. Why don't you come here and dust for prints so you can look up who came into my garage and looked it up? They're not gonna go and put an effort to dust for prints to get a bike.
They don't dust for prints.
This is different though. This is something that stained the entire reputation of Kandiyohi County. Yeah. This is where it's like, well, we have Scarface in our small town.
Yeah.
And he's bringing Rage Pig convicted felons from Mexico to intimidate people at courthouses.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, he's hacking into a guy who's a witness in his case's email account and getting his credit card details, getting his emails, his phone calls, going into his confidential, like, attorney-client privileged communications with his lawyers and stuff like this, and sending it out to you so that you can dangle it over his head. And basically the message is either you back off and you bow to our wishes in this legal matter, or all this information's coming out against you. And you don't think at all that they'll ever pursue that? Like, this is potentially a federal crime. Like, I don't think these guys understand how serious this could possibly be. Like, they think, it's all just fun and game. No, there's active cases going on, and you're getting involved in them.
Exactly.
Don't touch the poo. Don't ever touch the poo. But they're just getting right down in the toilet and tonguing it. So,
exactly.
I don't know. It's brutal.
Right? Because if this was like a random
exactly,
case.
General Doom, they're making it real easy to nail them. They're making it really easy. They're basically confessing to it online and then saying, well, that was a work. But you actually did do it because Rekieta posted proof that you guys did it. So it just doesn't add up. And then we have another confession from these guys. So Melton here is going to cope and say, my Discord is totally open, guys. And what do you mean you infiltrated? So after all of those DMs got leaked from his Discord where he admitted to all of this stuff, you know what Melton did? He locked it down and requires like phone number verification and all this stuff to now get into his
not
Discord.
Sus, right?
It's not sus at all, but here he's going to try and play it off like it's still totally open and easy to get into his Discord. No, he locked it down hard, but the thing is, there are guys from his own community that have defected and are now reporting back to the Baldo News Network and others. So he's...
Chad has a guy in there named Bjorn. We literally like type bullshit and then go, hi, Bjorn. We go, hi, Slam Pete. We know.
Okay, but you said the things that came true. That's the crazy thing. And what he's trying to act like, if we're just joking around. By the way, Ash, he looks extra ugly here. Look at this guy. This is a scary guy.
He looks like he's cropped his pants, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
We don't. And first of all, how bad are your spies that you need more than one? My spies are still in there. You don't have spies in there. You have NLO fans that haven't realized it yet.
Oh, buddy. There's no spies in there. They're gonna become my fans for sure. You don't get a grip, bro. You're a fucking sick deviant. Nobody's gonna become your fan. Oh man.
Come on.
You know, we call him pre-Little Lemmy. Melton B. Felton, you're on your A game tonight, Big Sauce.
Melton B. Felton.
Owning these fools. The truth is on your side.
Though,
I mean,
like everything in their community is lame and cringe and shitty. So immediately, like our mimetic power, for as cringe as that, it immediately takes over their entire community. They all start saying felted and this and that, just taking all of our stuff. Because over there, it's shit.
It's shit. It's really, and imagine.
And notice how every single person we ever go after or interact with starts adopting all of our lingo and catchphrases.
You who's felted.
Yes.
It's
you who's felted.
Just like, how do you think you're like sneaking into something that's wide open? Are you retarded?
And why did you close it down?
Are you retarded? I mean, also, again, this is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. My spies are still in your Gmail. How about that?
Whoa!
So there it is, because he's seething and he's rattled and he's felted. He just admitted that he has access to Aaron's Gmail still and his information. So he's doubling down and confessing to the crimes again because he's angry, and you can tell he's genuinely mad. Like, he is seething. He's molding here. I'm just a jokester. No, buddy. You're mad because you're felted and called out. Now you're going to just admit to this stuff.
I hate his voice. I hate his voice. He talks like this.
It's this fake radio voice. Buddy, you didn't ever have a voice for radio. You're a soy boy. Yeah. Like, get a grip.
But it sounds like he has saliva.
Hey, guys, welcome to the show. Like, it's just retarded.
Like this. He talks like there's like a little...
We're still in your Gmail, reading all your mail. How about that?
What?
Like, that's not a good thing to say, Melton.
Is he?
It's not.
Wow. He's so fat.
Yeah, he has a face for radio and a voice for silent film.
How about that? I didn't even have to put in my phone number, and I can still read all your email. Come get me. Is that true? I don't know.
Buddy, you can't just say that afterwards and pretend like it's okay. Is it true? I don't know. Well, you made declarative statements that it was, so enjoy getting subpoenaed and having your devices looked through by the cops.
Look at the hat.
Smart.
Oh, it's so
He's
cringe.
definitely beating the pedo allegations with that one, boys.
Oh, what a pussy. A guy who just had his whole Google account hacked is going to brag about having spies in an open Discord.
No, but wait a minute. Like, how is he the pussy? So you have all this blackmail on him, and he still won't back down and is still going toe-to-toe with you on, like...
Toe-to-toe?
But he's a pussy.
Steel toe?
Steel toe. Another dub for the toe. Bring it up.
You got us.
He's collecting mad dubs, eh?
Correct.
Also, Melton, have you noticed lately on the clips I see of him, he used to like be laughing and enjoy making fun of what's his face of Steel Toe, of Aaron. But lately, it's like cog level, like he's like angry. It turned from funny to like serious.
The walls are closing in. Like he realizes he probably made a mistake and shouldn't have said any of this stuff.
Yeah,
but he can't be like seen to take an L and back off of it, so he has to keep doubling down and putting himself in more danger. It's just really stupid.